Boy, Pouty, I sure would like to chill out in this place. Okay, sorry. That cannot become the standard laugh. The world cannot handle that. Forgive. So hey everyone, ArchTalko here. Welcome back to Xenoblade. In the previous episode, we had some intense story stuff take place right down yonder. Today we're doing some side quest stuff, but it's gonna be the only video where that actually happens before we really get into the swing of things. Okay, I promise. So, kicking things off, this ice wall that we showed off yesterday, we can't go ahead and melt it because we had the magma rock from like 2 episodes ago, and God, this area looks so pretty. You would think it'd be slippery and have like ice physics, but it actually doesn't. The mapping is so cool. Don't know if it's that way in vanilla textures, but for sure in the HD pack, it is. And you know what else is? This Nopon boy who's trapped in here. Oh, help's come at last. Me messed up and Chilkins catched me. Oh, now me can go back to other researchers. Good. It was our pleasure. All right, well, help make things better bit at a time. Couldn't agree more, right? Now that I think about it, you're actually Charlotte. Okay. Don't bring up her boy. Oh no! This is time that guards come every day. Could it be that the exit was blocked? It looks like we came along at a bad time. But there's no way you lose to them. Chilkins won't let me get away. So get rid of them so no one can come after me. And the very aptly named bad timing is in place. They weren't trying to block us out. They were trying to keep him within. What have we unleashed upon the web? Either way though, you'll see that the boys are in fact in town. They are a little rambunctious, so we best teach them some manners. Ooh, that was cool. Bye boys. So for doing that, we do get some booty. We get an aged Choken hair. Yet again, not quite sure why hair would be like a rare resource. Well, I guess the Chokens are technically like birds. So, you know, maybe finding a hair on a bird isn't the most typical Saturday afternoon, if you catch my drift. Either way though, Charlotte, can you knock it off with the Godot references? Anyway, might be a reason for that. Oh yeah, I have no time to hang around here chatting. I need to meet up with my friends and tell them my information. It's top secret information about Chilkins. So, I don't know, that guy just seemed like a really nice way to kind of kick things off. He has some intel on the Chilkins and what's going on here on Valak Mountain, and for doing that, not only do we, you know, get his intel, but we get the heavy gear, which is awesome. I love the heavy gear, or well, just the heavy equipment. Ooh, in this game. And also, I love learning arts. Drive boost. Okay, this art specifically, it's kind of a mixed bag. It can be really useful in some situations, and I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna put some AP in it and put it there, yeah. But we'll get into more detail when the time comes.
Nice one!
So for now, there is one boy that I want to talk to. And he's the Cuckoo, good old Nopon researcher over here at the Nopon camp. You the ones who helped the Nopon? Ooh, let me thank you too. Oh, don't worry about it. It was nothing. Man, he's so cool. Oh, I gotta try that out myself a couple of times too. What is it, Ryan? You're looking pretty smug. It's good that there are people like you around. I've seen how strong you are. I have requests for you. Now make like a tree and leave. I want you to investigate Chilkin Lair near Bagnar Snowfield. Top secret information says that Chilkin leader is missing. This is a chance for us to do our research. But if we get catched again, we might get eaten. That's why I want you to do it. So they have no leader. Does that happen regularly? Not regularly, but not rarely. When leader goes, they just pick new leader. That's what they've done for a long time. So the Chilkins are just like us Homs in that respect. I must admit, this information has somewhat captured my interest. And we get Chilkin Changes, a very, very important quest to start kicking things off, if you will. You no need to worry about them without that leader. Not a problem, consider it done. Okay, ooh, social butterfly. Very nice, very nice. Ooh, chatting the day away, getting all kinds of, ooh, a network of knowledge. Oh, honey, we are rolling in them achievements. Awesome. Now, if you remember, on top of all that, we still have the Chilkins and Antols quest active with this boy. So now that we have all this stuff underway, let's go ahead and actually go back to the Chilkin lair. So you remember that on our initial trip down to Hollowbone, you'll hold up, is it? Oh, it is. Oh, there's a blizzard right now, which is awesome. Whenever the lights go out like that, that means a blizzard's going on. So it's, what a like great atmosphere to be setting here. Anyway, though, we did come back. We did come through here on our original way to Hollow Bone. Unless there aren't any Chilkins here, maybe Antols got them. And lo and behold, more boys are in the town. Oh God, I've seen this enough from Fallout 3. I gotta get out of here. Or I could go ahead and just kick their butts. So you might notice that we are fighting a Chilkin despite us confirming that there weren't any Chilkins here. What happened was I activated one of the pods that's on the outside of the room. Actually, yeah, right over there, near the wall. So just keep that in the back of your mind. I love this quest, and this kind of lays the foundation for why I think it's so good. Alright, not a problem. And we do get some Antol fire pouches, which helps because not only do we need to fight those Antols for the Chilkins and Antols quest, but we also need the fire pouches for quest that's going to be going down a little bit later on in the episode. So, I think we only need 2 or 3, and by doing this quest, I think you should have more than enough. Like, I feel like they're pretty sparing when it comes to their fire pouches, which, by the way, confirms that whole Fallout 3 reference, if you're catching my drift. Hey, look at me, playing games for once in my life. Okay, so, we could go ahead, I'm going to Nopon Camp, we could turn those in, but we still need to get that Choken requirement for the Antols and Chilkin quest, and God, I love the aesthetic of Valak Mountain nighttime. Like, the glowing crystal thing is so cool to me, but there's something about the nighttime blizzard when it's just so dark and desolate. Oh, please don't see me. Awesome. It's so pretty. But what we need are the poleaxe Chilkins, so not even a challenge, and thankfully I only needed 2, so that was pretty useful. But I guess one other thing that I'd like to note, if we, oh actually, hold on, let me grab this. Okay, so you'll notice that this path over here, if we were to keep going, we could get some ether crystal deposits, but there's no landmark or anything, so I'm not gonna bother. All right, but back at the Nopon camp. Oh, nice work. Now this mountain a bit safer. Now no problem for us to do our research. Well, that's that. Here, this thank you present from us. And what a thank you present it is. We get Paralysis Resist 4, Chill Defense 4, and most importantly, Spike Defense 4. This gem, Spike Defense 4, is going to be so useful for the next upcoming area, Sword Valley. There's going to be a Spike enemy, or 3, or 7, or a dozen, so yeah, definitely want that. But if we talk to him again, excuse me. Ryan, are you sure we have time to get involved in this? Why not? If we both chip in, we'll be finished in no time. Why you no? Oh, never mind. We want you to help with our research. Go to a place with really good view and tell us what you think. It's too dangerous for Nopon to go to high places with wind and snow. I can imagine being so small would make it difficult. Even so, you seem to be doing alright in this freezing cold place. Well, Nopon no really feel cold and look at that line right there, confirming the fact that that other Nopon complaining about the cold was just a big old baby. We so fluffy and warm. Ha! In your face, Matt. forgive. I love you, my boy. There are 2 places we want you to go. Bethlegar Pedestal and Kana Peak. Just investigate view from there. Then come back and tell us what it like. How about it? Well, I think it would be very much worth our time. So of course we will. I know, can wait to hear what it like. No sweat will be done before you know it. Oh, dang it, okay. I skipped past it. I want to show that on screen though, because, oh, it's so good. Oh, I love that one so much. Melia calling right out. Anyway, need to get my boy out there. All right, so like I said previously, this quest is very, very important. I highly recommend getting it going, so. Crawling with Antols? Oh, there are even cocoons in there. That's not what I expected. The whole ecosystem in this area might be in danger. That is indeed a problem. It's a very serious situation, but hold on a while. I want to ask my friends about it. We need to think of a way to save this mountain. But for doing so, we do complete Chilkin Changes, and we get ourselves a Blaze Defense 5 gem. Would have been very useful for the Mumcar fight. I'm just gonna throw that out there, but hey, I mean, it's better late than never, I guess. I suppose. So, okay. Cuckoo. I am about ready to get all up in this business. What can we do to maintain ecological balance of mountain? Still haven't found the answer. Not yet. It's a tricky one to solve. What? Isn't it a simple matter? There are two forces against each other. One side has a leader, the other side doesn't. The balance of power has simply been disrupted, correct? That's it. Just kill strong leader, right? Then everything back to normal. Oh, that may restore a temporary balance. However, the problem is the Chilkin leader's disappearance. It may be that he is just in hiding and observing the situation. Oh, if that's true, then Balance No can come back. Oh, that's why we only have one option available to us. We must eliminate both leaders. I understand. That's gotta work. They'll be so busy fighting over who becomes successor, and the former power balance of Valak Mountain will be restored. Although I doubt that conflict itself will cease. Chilkins and Antols have lived on this mountain for a long time. That's how this mountain always has been and always will be. That may be true. If you agree, then we will help. Really? Oh, then it's a good thing I know where Antol leader is. He's in Antol Den and cave inside Hollowbone. You just have to try and find missing Chilkin leader. Understood. Sorry everyone, but I really think we should accept this request. And so the balance of power is accepted. Oh man, this is quite the doozy of a quest. Do for all creatures on Valak Mountain, we will. Cuckoo. Very top tier name. I mean, all the names in Xenoblade Chronicles are top tier. But what he was saying, they are in an area of Hollowbone, so they're a little bit closer than what may initially appear. Oh yeah, boys, it's ice physics time. Okay, so in order to get to Antol Den, we do have to go back down the hollow tube of fun joy zone of goodness and happiness. So what I always do, I like to get enough speed, jump into the right side of the wall, and stick the landing every single time. It can be a really tricky jump. You can theoretically also make the jump if you jump off the very last possible frame at the end of the slide, but chances are you'll mess it up. You go into the brink or back into the Nopon camp, so I like to jump into the right side of the wall. You'll get it every single time if you do it that way. More importantly than the collectibles though, and the ice monkeys hanging out in the Antol Den, barbaric Citry. This guy is no laughing matter. I did do a little bit of art swapping. I want to use this party specifically because Charlotte, I feel like can really help with your survivability. And specifically, I did do a little bit of swapping with her arts and stuff, so I'll go ahead and kind of show that on screen at some point. Okay, so the biggest thing with Dundun, I want to make sure that I have both Serene Grace and Spear Breath on. Serene Grace, obviously, I mean, it's just OP when it comes to making sure that Dundun is actually dodging the attacks that he needs to be dodging, because as we know, my equipment is not exactly optimal at the moment. I'm using heavy equipment with like no agility gems, so it's kind of an issue. But Spear Breath is like, it's the GOAT for this fight, IMHO. Let's go ahead, yeah, let's lower that defense. Ooh, Melia, nice, elemental discharge, very nice. Charlotte, let's... Oh wait, no! I meant to... It's really hard to inflict break on this guy, so... Oh, okay, that attack right there, Acid Breath. What that does, that will inflict bind on you, which can be a huge issue because right after he uses a special attack that will basically blow down your entire party. Yeah, Devour. Or no, Devour Preparation I think is what binds you. Either way though, he can inflict debuffs. Spirit Breath is an amazing tool to counteract those to make sure that you're not getting tied down. And so typically what I like to do that I kind of screwed up is I like to build up my party gauge. I like to go into a chain attack, at the very least inflict break on him so I can get a topple off and not have to suffer too much. Because this guy hits like a tank, and especially if he gets Devour off, he will hit the entire party. You lose tension, all in all it will be a very sad time. Looks like I have Spirit Breath back, which is awesome. Oh god. If I get Serene Grace, yes, I got it back. Okay, let's first get that. Let's get that strength down too. That combo specifically can be really nice. Oh, I didn't mean to use that. Oh god dang it. Ow! Jesus Christ. Misinput. But hey, oh no. Okay, yeah. Devour will also inflict daze on you, and it is a very sad time. Or no, not Devour, the AoE attack. I'm getting all his attacks mixed up. Forgive. That attack will inflict daze on the entire party though. So I highly recommend if you have any daze resist gems on people, go ahead and equip those. It will make a pretty big difference. Okay, let's actually inflict break this time. Hey! We take those, okay. Will this be enough? Blossom, dance! Yeah! Oh! Oh! First try, Barbaric Sentry. Oh my god, oh my god. I took so many tries. Oh, we get aura bursts! I mean, I don't use it a whole lot, but that's actually really cool. That highlights the fact that you can actually get skill books from like unique monster and like rarer monster drops. So it's like brand new mechanic. Awesome! Oh! Oh my god! Oh, okay. Okay. So I'm stoked. That was a great fight. I mean, I didn't do it perfectly, but so much could have gone wrong that didn't. You'll notice that just like before in Chilkin Lair, we have these pods here. But you'll notice one in particular is a little bit discolored and much bigger than the other ones. So what happens if we poke it? What happens if we give it a little prod? Now I'll keep using this party. Well, we'll go ahead. It's not really worth your effort to try to like defeat the pod before it activates, because if I kind of hide over here, where is he? Aha! There he is, Banquet Vasigo. So for this reason, I should mention too, I feel like this guy isn't quite as big of a deal as Barbaric Sentry. He does hit a little bit harder, but I also feel like he's a little bit easier to topple and do all that fun stuff with. So I love this quest because like in my humble opinion, this is one of the best examples of enemy interactions in Xenoblade done correctly, right? Because even before you activate this quest, you see signs that things aren't quite right. If you go through Chilkin Lair, you see that like, okay, this place is called Chilkin Lair, but there aren't any Chilkins, there's only Antols hanging out here. What's up with that? You might even notice that like if you were to activate one of those pods, then you might realize like, oh wait, so there are Chilkins here. They were just inside these pods that normally, as we've seen in places like Tefra Cave, were reserved typically for the Antols. What's going on with that? Then, you know, you do the actual Chilkin versus Antol quests. You see that there is some kind of conflict going on. You go back to Chilkin Lair, things start piecing together. And then you use that knowledge for this quest to find this Chilkin leader, because there's no other prompt for that. There wasn't any quest objective or anything pointing you to this. You had to use your own intuition to see that something was up, and to use your previous knowledge with these enemy interactions to find Banquet Vasigo. God, this quest is so cool. I love it so much. And I wish more quests in Xenoblade were this well thought out, and were this engaging with how the enemies are interacting with one another, you know? Like imagine that you were going through this area, and you stumble upon like a group of Chilkins and a group of Antols fighting one another. Oh god. Oh god. Oh, please. Yep, big down swipe. That's such like a Nopon-esque name for an attack. Which, I mean, hey, I mean, we have seen that there were some pretty big Chilkin tribes over let's do that. Oh, I hope it's survived. Yeah, I mean, there were Chilkin tribes in Mac Forest, so, you know. Okay, so with that taken care of, that was a good fight. I'll go ahead, I'll just take care of the stragglers, and then we'll take it from there. But yeah, I love this quest, and I hope I can show why. Alrighty, not too shabby. So, again, you know, we get some pretty good booty. Don't know why iron lumps are hanging out in the bellies of these ants, but hey, you know, they do they. We get another rare chicken hair, so hey, it's like the new winter chicken dinner. Rare chicken hair. I don't know what I'm talking about. So with all that taken care of, let's go back to the Nopon camp. But you know we gotta return to them in style. Yeah! Hi, boys. Could you imagine being the Nopon and just witnessing that? Just a good old Dundun flying at them 60 miles an hour. Anyway, I wish there's an animation of us like biffing it, landing like headfirst into the snow. I have defeated the Choken leader and Antol leader. Yeah! I knowed it. That should keep them quiet for a bit. Hopefully this will preserve the balance on Valak Mountain. It must have been difficult, but you did a very good job. How did you do it, friends? I have a strong will. I just told myself that I'll protect this mountain's ecosystem. It's rare to find such resolute will in this cold, hostile place. Well, I wouldn't go that far. Fiora always just used to say I was obstinate. Wow, I cannot say obstinate. But it was your strong will that saved this whole place. Thank you on behalf of Valak Mountain. And so, for completing the balance of power, we get some stellar gauntlets, stellar gear, which are very stellar, have some pretty good stats, but more importantly, we get Dundun's Obstinance skill branch. Like I said, pretty important skill quest chain. So what do you say we go ahead and check out this bad? Oh, that is not what I want. What do you guys say we check out this bad boy? So obstinance. Basically what this means, Dunman's very stubborn. It's very hard for you to kind of veer him off of his own set way. Once he gets his mind on something, a certain way of doing things, it's very hard to bend our boy's will. So that's kind of his character flaw. Obstinance as a skill branch though is great. So reducing equipment weight, granting HP up buff, 30% for 45 seconds, allowing heavy equipment to be equipped, reducing physical damage taken by 15%, granting blowdown immunity, which would have really helped for Barbaric Teachery. I'm just saying. This is a really, really great skill branch tree. It really works great with a lot of the other tanks, like Ryan specifically. It goes great with. So yeah, of course we're gonna be equipping it. We're gonna be funneling all the SP into it. And I'm really stoked that we have that unlocked. So do you say anything else? Uh-huh. You got it. There's one guy in particular. Do you say what I think of? Yeah. Right. Okay, so not exactly what I was going for, but on that note, what do you guys say we take a little closer look at that geezer? When I said a close look, this isn't what I meant! Yeah, so Jacked Geezer does act as a shortcut to access a brand new area of Valak Mountain. Oh my god, I love it so much. It's like the Bionis interior all over again. We stuck the landing. Like I said, this is yet another reason why I love Valak Mountain so much. It really has such an amazing verticality to it that you really don't get from all these other areas that we've seen so far. So, God, I love Valak Mountain, and I love ruby mangosteins, whatever those are, because the Lord knows I don't know. What I do know is that we have a Nopon researcher here. These guys are like really good at getting trapped on Valak Mountain. Gotta say.
My tummy's so empty. Oh, it's so cold. I'm gonna turn into ice. Oh, I wanna eat something warm.
Sounds like you've got a problem.
What? You bring some food for me? Oh, thank you. If I die here, I know can take information back to others. Bring food to warm me up.
Very demanding.
I'm with Hawk Swints, Antol Fire Pouches, and Bears Aged Out. Don't take too long.
I thought Nopon didn't really feel the cold. I mean, we literally just had a conversation saying that you guys are super fluffy and warm.
Oh, but if hungry, I no can resist cold. I want to go back to Worm Cave with my friends.
So, the Freezing Nopon. The questionably Freezing Nopon. I should probably fix that for them. Okay, so shout out to Chilkin Co. I feel like we could easily just carry this Nopon. You know, maybe like just have Ryan pick him up, carry him around, right? We could easily just bring him with us to a warm place, bring him back to the Nopon camp. But now we're just gonna abandon him. We're just gonna leave him here. You know, maybe like let him wait half an hour or so in this freezing cold to, you know, bring him his stuff. We're totally, okay, what's actually happening was we're calling him out on his bluff. We're leaving him there to truly suffer. And then we'll bring the stuff to him. But either way, going that route will actually bring us back to the entrance Fallbone. So that's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. In Lava Cave, we're going to be finding those Hoxes and those Ferrises that we'll need for the bouteille. And specifically, this place got some pretty nice Hoxes, if I do say so myself. Wow, I'm like really striking out on this flint. I mean, well, okay, at least I got one. Ugh. Okay, so up in this area, we will find the Ferris and, friend, where are you Friend, where are you going? Come back, I just want to murder you. But, wow, you really traveled a distance, mate.
However, he could not travel far enough to escape our blight.
Hey, first age owl, awesome. Now, shout out to Dave, who totally reminded me that this guy even exists, this Moonlight Paimon, do not know how to pronounce that. I was very inefficient, I forgot this guy totally existed, so Dave, thank you so much for reminding me. I absolutely would have forgotten about him had you not reminded me. So, guys, okay, Shulk, don't play, Shulk, you're not Riki. You can't survive a little dip in the lava. Get back here, my boy. Get back here. Okay, okay. I do love spamming that. Guys, they were really in sync, you know, I gotta hand it to them, man. So, Moonlight Paimon, really not that hard of a fight, as long as you're using both Melia Riki, and possibly even Charlotte. You know, having the Ether Boys out is very much recommended. So, during this fight, we do have a couple new arts that I'd like to talk about. Specifically, we're going to start with Melia's new art, Reflection. So, Reflection in some situations is godlike in helping Melia survive attacks that normally would just take her directly to Bone Zone. What it does is it reflects any art that isn't a talent art. So any physical art and specifically any ether art will be reflected, no holds barred, no damage to Melia, that full amount done back to the enemy. And there's a couple quirks that go along with that, like if an enemy's attack would inflict max HP down, like not Barbaric Stitchery, but the Chilkin leader can inflict to you. Instead of like subtracting their max HP amount, it'll actually take them super, it'll do a lot more damage, I should say. Sorry, I'm finding this multitasking thing very difficult. If you reflect like attack power down or ether power down, it'll actually reduce that enemy's attack all the way down to just doing 1 damage per attack. So stuff like that can make Reflection kind of broken, and it's amazing. It also generates, ooh, nice, got some booty. It also generates a ton of aggro for Melia, so, oh god. Hey, now we took care of Diamond, why don't we just do expansion roll full? Oh god, excuse you, this is probably Frost Glass, right? Yeah, it is, okay. Yeah, the Frost Glass is very rare. This is one of the very few spots that will spawn in. But yeah, either way, Reflection can be a great art. I don't use it all the time, but for some fights, it can be really, really useful. So, anyway, what do you guys say we go back to our boy? Okay, so I got a little ahead of myself. We do still need the 2 other Hawk Splints. So, oh, we're getting the one. Melia, are you feeling okay?
Melia, are you feeling okay?
I love that one so much. Hey, our final Hawk Splint. God, about time, man. It took way too long. Like, normally, I feel like they're not that rare of a resource, but either way, let's go back to our Nopon.
How are you? It's nice and warm. Ooh, just what I wanted. Now I full up, I'm starting to get warm.
I mean, to the credit of this quest, I do like how the items do make sense. You know, you get a little thing of flint, get some fire pouches, I guess, to start fire, and then get some ale to warm up at that belly. I don't know. Just, it's a neat little touch, I gotta say. Anyway, though,
take them the information I found. They'll be so shocked.
So, yeah, even more information. I do like how all these Nopon are centered around the whole idea of them researching the Antols and the Choken and all that fun stuff. It's pretty cool. But with all that taken care of, we do still have that exploring Valak Mountain quest. So let's get right to it. Okay, so first stop is going to be Kana Peak. And this place is such a troll. Oh my god. Okay. So what I like doing, I like starting from the entrance and kind of retracing my steps I did 2 episodes ago when we were making our way to Hollow Bone, going up the ramp, going kind of over to the left and then down the skinny path. Because right where we're at, right across from the exit of the skinny path, this hill, you'd be thinking, oh, that's way too steep to walk on. Well, no, it's actually fine to step on, despite it being like almost 90 degrees up. I don't get it. What kind of rubs the salt in the wound too, is that this place isn't counted as a secret location, but it's not even marked on the map. It shows up as a blank space. Like, God, this should be a secret location. I'm just throwing that out there. Also, this is an incredible view. Like, I finished our research into the view from Kana Peak. It's so good. I always like doing a little victory lap and running down the full length of it, so why don't we soak in this atmosphere? Ba-ba-doo, bum. Ba-ba-doo, 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 bum. You know, despite how precarious that run can be, man, it more than makes up for it with that view. Like, sense of verticality, man. Valak Mountain, you just can't beat it. And Kana Peak is a great show. Guys, what? No, Melia, no! I can't believe Melia is fucking dead. So retracing our steps, you might have remembered that there's this ledge up here that we can't go up to due to that little band of ice that prevents us from getting enough traction to go fully up that side of the mountain. Alternatively, we can go this way, kind of do like a little roundabout, and make our way to what is ultimately going to be Befalgar pedestal? Befalgar pedestal? Befalgar pedestal. I don't know. There's like a million ways to pronounce it. I don't know the correct one. I just say Befalgar. It makes it feel very, like, I don't know, like giant-esque to me at least. I don't know. Comment down below. How do you pronounce Befalgar? How do you do your thing? How do you shimmy down the side of an ice-covered wall that somehow these guys are miraculously finding grip onto? Anyway, before we get our way there, wow, I don't think that's an actual idiom, AJ. Yeah, big ol' idiot. Hey, there is a unique monster here. Kind of like good old Damon's younger, colder brother. So, debatable, Ryan. We are playing as you. Don't know why I'm deciding to inflict this punishment on myself, because literally the only ether art we have with Ryan is this one, Arburst. Something to keep in mind. This good old unique monster, he really likes inflicting bind on people. He really likes inflicting bind and art seal, which is honestly not like the greatest winning combo. I mean, it is for him, not necessarily for us though. Also, man, I thought I really had the perfect timing on that. God, who invited all these boys? Certainly not I. That is for sure. Okay. So thankfully, kind of my game plan with this, I'm gonna have Riki and Melia focusing on majority of the damage. I mean, Ryan's a good tank himself. Well, he's typically a good tank. It looks like the unique monster is currently looking at Melia, but let's just get rid of this boy as quickly as we can. Looks like Melia is still doing fine. Can you? Yeah. Okay. Thank you. But with Ryan, because I have Bone Upper and Dive Sorbet on Q, and because they both have pretty short cooldowns, the goal is basically just to have Ryan being the chain attack, building up boy. So, I also have 2 different auras to kind of help make sure that at all times he is able to get off his aura burst when we want him to. So, you know, having the ability to at least lower, oh God, Ryan, don't be sad. Oh, we're binded, so we're bound. Binded. Wow. Slowly becoming a Nopon. Yeah, it's very easy to lose tension in this fight, and it's so hard to get it back because of the fact that you end up getting bound and not being able to move. So, alternatively, having Dundun for this fight, and again, having his Spirit Breath. Oh God. Oh God, we're getting the bad music. Oh, that's a bullet, and I don't really have any cure for this. Oh, and Melia's dead, that's why the music's bad. Oh, I forgot that was Ryan's get back up animation. That was awesome. Oh, dang it. Okay, I was trying to get to Riki, and I was mashing God dang it. Okay. Sorry, I was mashing circle. I meant to get to Riki to heal me and Melia, and that was gonna be like my counter, but I was mashing circle and accidentally got Melia instead. God, I'm such a waste. Oh, I'm such a waste. Thankfully though, only 1 death. I just noticed I'm at 153. I hope I didn't just jinx that. Jinxed it. Don't know why I pronounced it that way. Hey! Oh God, okay, that was a little too close for comfort. You said it, Riki. You the MVP. Okay, so thank God we actually survived that. I've had runs where like that guy just chews me up, spits me right back out. Like, he could be really formidable with that combo, so. Anyway, with that taken care of, we are ripe for the plucking of the Befalgar pedestal. So, yeah. Rabbit Stone, huh? Hey, I wonder if it's like a statue of a rabbit because Mario game's coming out soon. Sorry. Oh man, I drank a lot of coffee. I'm really getting into coffee, guys. I don't know what my deal is, but I've been drinking a lot of coffee lately. So, Lord knows that's probably why this episode's been such a train wreck. Anyway, Befalgar pedestal is a go-go, baby. And true to the same stake, we do have a, well, for lack of better words, a pedestal. Kind of chilling out here with this really neat looking symbol. It actually, okay, to me, this pedestal right here, this symbol brings up many questions. Kind of a little mind teaser, if you will. Because if we look at our art palette real quick, let me bring up the boy. It might be hard to remember because I never have it equipped, but Battle Soul, you'll notice that if we cock the camera off to the side, Battle Soul looks very similar to this symbol, especially if we put it kind of skewed like that. Or maybe it's the other way around, I can't remember. But yeah, I don't know, I feel like there's a striking resemblance between the two. So what does that mean? What is the origin of Shulk's art, and what is his connection not only to Befgar Pedestal, but also, you know, to Ose Tower and the Minato that was resting here on Valak Mountain. You know? I don't know. Maybe there is no correlation, but to me, it's very interesting. And also, to me, God, you cannot beat this view on Befgar Pedestal. I love any cliff out face-esque area, you know? It's pretty cool. But also what's really cool, we have another reason for coming here. Not only for the Valak Mountain exploration quest, but I don't know if you can really hear it, and I don't know if you can really see it too well, especially with YouTube's compression, but Morning Dew Ice only shows up at 5 a.m. when these little sparkly doobly-doos show up, like at the very break of dawn. So that makes this place so dang pretty. I love it so much. Truly, Befgar Pedestal, one of, I think, might be my favorite area of Xenoblade Chronicles, honestly. For another reason too. What do you guys say we get out of here? Exiting the premise in style. And also in death. Oh my god, I love it so much. I love it so much. Alright, so we did the things. We may have died repeatedly, both inside and out, but which place had best view? We need to know. It's important for our next study. Okay, so here you have the choice of giving either Befgar Pedestal or Cookoff. There's no difference in the outcome of the quest. You don't even get different rewards for it, so it makes me wonder if this was originally supposed to be like a mutually exclusive quest that they just didn't have time for, end up consolidating into one quest. Me personally, I think Befgar Pedestal definitely steals the show, but Cookoff really got a great view too. So that's really what you think? Okay, that good opinion sample. Oh, we really grateful for your help. I think he's being genuine there, but I always like to imagine that he's being like really sarcastic. Like he's a true Cookoff fanboy to the end. And we just like insulted all of his worldviews. But for that, we get Chilkin Changes 5, which would have been really useful for our Freezing Nopon quest. I'm just saying. What is with the timing of all these quests and the rewards being a little too late? But hey, completing the trifecta of walls that can be melted using the magma rock that we got 2 episodes ago. If we go from the entrance and go all the way to this entrance, we'll unlock a brand new area of Valak Mountain. Like, there's so much to see and do. Guys, I don't know if you know this. It may blow some minds, but I really, really like Valak Mountain. So we get Seric Waterfall, get some good old water ether crystal deposits. We will absolutely take that. Very fitting since we're next to a waterfall. Ooh, we got like a really nice one. It's very easy to go into this ice, go down that slippery slope and go down that area. We do not want to do that yet, but we will at some point. So for now though, I'm gonna go ahead, let's get this bad boy off. And I think someone's knocking at my door. Okay, sorry about that, guy. Anyway, let's also go ahead, let's change this to nighttime because god dang, this walk, okay, that's fine. This walk is like one of my favorites in the area. God, I know I said Befgar Pedestal is like one of my favorite areas in the game. This whole section might be one of my favorites too. It's, Do you ever just like, do you ever get so overwhelmed by beauty? They just can't help but like, I know I sure do. But yeah, this place is OP because, wait, okay. Well, I guess we just went to the Bion's shoulder. No, that's cool. It happens. Okay, let's try that again, this time with a little more feeling, maybe. Can I get some item worms too? Hey, there we go. Okay, that's what I was trying to do. I guess previously I said like, man, I wish that there was an animation playing for like when we kind of like would faceplant into the snow going that high speed. I guess Melia at least has one, so that's kind of cool. Anyway though, okay, if I do this right, we should have just enough speed to grab onto the very edge of that wall. Well, we hit our heads against it, so concussion, yay. Okay. Hey, we actually got that item orbs this time! No, I didn't ask for this.
My strength is fading.
Oh! What? Such form, such grace. I can't believe Melia is fucking dead. Okay. We're gonna take it nice and easy. Okay. So, Pro tip, do not wiggle your stick left and right when you're like in the air. You will lose just a little bit of momentum. If you don't do that, you will have just enough speed to barely grab onto the wall and not be a sad dead Melee repeatedly. Man, I can't believe Melia is dead and has died multiple times. Game theory, is Melia actually in purgatory? Is this whole game a metaphor for heck? Frick if I know, man. What I do know is that we have Valak Peak. Okay, and this is pretty cool. Not fire apple. I mean, the concept of an apple that's perpetually on fire despite it being in a snowy mountain, that's pretty cool. But the collectibles make like a little line for you to follow, and if you do, they'll lead you directly to a boy, a Zane. If you remember way back when we were doing the Alchemist quests, these guys were doing the preparing to adventure quests, how to get them the water. And if we actually trade with Zane, his inventory that's here on Valak Mountain is gonna be completely unique to this area. Once we rescue him and get him out of here, his inventory is never gonna be like this again. And specifically, he has the Apis gold nuggets that we need for a collection quest. Oh, got it. Oh God, I don't have any of them. Okay, give me 1 sec.
Are you there? Oh, got it.
Oh, got it. Yeah, yes, for the 5th time, it is exactly what you think it is, Zane. God bless America. Also, shoutouts to the Antol sleeping bag. Like, what? Excuse me?
So cold, so tired, can't go on. I'm starting to feel so relaxed. Huh? What are you doing here? Someone asked you to come and help me? Oh, sorry about all this. I never imagined things would ever turn out like this. Thanks for taking the trouble to come all the way here. I really appreciate it.
What a drama queen. So for literally just talking to him, he's like, oh yeah, I guess I could just walk back to Alchemath. Yeah, I'll do that. Or I like to think that that cut was actually us just giving him a piggyback all the way to Alchemath. That's like actually what happened. So moving on, right next to Zane, basically, we do have Karalth here. If you do remember, he was his partner in crime. Karalth does also have unique inventory, but nothing that I'm really interested in, so.
Why are there such monsters here? Oh, it's crazy. Doesn't make any sense. Who's there? My eyes are blurry. I can't see too well, but your voice seems familiar. Oh, it's you. Have you come to save us? Thank you so much. We didn't think we'd make it.
So we give another very speedy piggyback ride, and we get them back to the town. Guys, what are you doing? Either way, with them taken care of, we're not quite finished up in this area. I do want to go ahead, continue up this path, and see just what lies in store. What exactly did he mean by there being such strong monsters in the area? I mean, maybe he was talking about that level 97 unique monster chilling out in Lava Cave. Or maybe he was talking about a certain unspeakable eldritch horror lying within. So, got a little escape route here. Might want to keep that in the back of our minds for what awaits us. So, can we get a goat collectible? Ice cabbage! Talk about goat collectible, dude. I will take it. But yeah. 3 Sage Summit. This area introduces us to the concept of these super bosses of Xenoblade Chronicles. Bosses that, or I should say unique monsters that go above the level cap of 99 that present very unique, very challenging, challenges for us to complete at the very end of the game. This place is actually home to 2 of them. We'll get into the second one way later down the line when we're actually like ready to tackle him. But specifically, the summit itself, very interesting. You see here, the whole thing is like giving off this weird teal bluish glow to it. And like the namesake itself, they do have 3 different sage monolith, maybe they're soft tribute type totem things. How many nouns could I tack onto that? The world may never know. But if we go up to the store, you'll notice that there are 3 slots. It appears to be sealed. This will play a very important role much later on, but again, just another thing to keep in mind. Final Marcus, do not want to mess with you. But now the trouble comes, how do we get out of here? It's time to Metal Gear like we ain't Metal Geared before. So, I think we had this. Oh God, no! Oh, he turned around. Oh, I don't want this. I do not want this. Level 99 monster is on our tail. I guess he is a little bit on the slower side, but Oh God, get me out of here. At least they have nice booties. Did you see that? That was a nice rounded butte. Butte, my new word for butts. I'm a mess. Anyway, let's get out of here. The truest escape route that was ever an escape route. So yeah, thankfully
Sorry.
Guys, I can't believe Melia's Hey there, baby girl. If you guys remember, Muriel was actually the one that asked us to find Zayn and Crow.
Oh, I'm so relieved. They came back safe and sound. Just think what would have happened if you didn't go.
Actually, I don't want to think about that at all.
The important thing is that they are both alive and well.
I hope I was of some help.
Yeah, Melia was big help. But they can't see that, it seems.
Since getting back, both of them have been arguing non-stop. They're blaming each other for what happened. Anyway though, this is to say thank you. And so for completing Adventures in Peril, finally, we get Black Sniper. So, weapon for Charla, pretty cool. We didn't have one before, so we'll take that. Either way, we do have one more Alchmoth quest to turn in. It's with Vidian, and if you remember, her best friend Lusunia was kind of racist towards half Hyantia, half Homs, and also basically any outsiders to begin with, so.
Oh wow, you actually found it. It's exactly the same as I remember it.
Oh, I'll use this to make Lusunia something really nice.
We were lazy and cut the animation, yeah.
All finished. Could you give it to Lusunia for me, please? And remind her of what happened that night.
And with that, we get Affection Seal half. Now, game, please, for the love of God, just give me a cool item description. I feel like, okay. I feel like there have been way less cool ones than I remember, but either way.
Me.
Yeah, you. This is from Vidian. A headwing decoration? But only one of a pair? And wait, isn't this made out of morning dew ice? When we were very small, Vidian and we managed to get lost on Valak Mountain during a school trip. I was really obsessed with getting some morning dew ice, so we ended up getting separated from the rest of the class. There was a raging blizzard. We couldn't see anything. Somehow, we managed to survive until morning. We kept on talking and talking, desperate not to fall asleep. And finally, when dawn came, we saw it. It was like diamond dust. It was so beautiful that I honestly thought I must have died. But there she was, by my side. Vidian. It's thanks to Vidian that I survived. If she hadn't been there, I would have lost consciousness, I know it. And now I've called her a half-wit, insulted her blood and heritage. Oh, I've been a complete fool. How could I believe something so ridiculous and stupid? It makes no difference whether you're Homs or Nopon or anything. We're all the same. I must apologize to Vidian. And to you kind people too. Okay, so this is she's kind of got that Martia syndrome where, like, you know what? It's great that she's come to terms with her shortcomings and that she's acknowledged that she was kind of being a little poop head. But it helps too that the way that we've done these side quests, we've definitely allowed Vidian a lot of time to kind of think over her actions and to kind of reflect on what she's been doing. So in the context of how we've personally done the side quest, it makes a little sense that, like, yeah, maybe she's had a bunch of time to kind of think things over and to kind of allow that affection seal half to be that final, like, nail in the coffin to get her on the right track. But you can do the side quest like one after another. In that case, whoops, I think I actually just passed by Vidian, my bad. But in this case, it feels like it's still too short. The pacing feels way too fast. It feels like she does a complete 180 that comes out of nowhere. And I don't know. It's just a complaint. I love the concept of this quest. Also, hold up, can I get the best view of Vidian? Hold up. This is gonna be good. So yeah, anyway, I mean, this side quest isn't bad, but I feel like the writing for Lusunia could have been a lot better. But
Lusunia said she remembered what happened that night? I'm so happy.
Good, it was a pleasure. I'm sure they can see things that is compassion. Having myself and say by you, I'm certain of this. What? Sweet things I thank you, Melia. Very good voice acting, you're so welcome.
So Lusunia's finally returned to her old self.
Truth is, I've always been embarrassed about something. The size of my wings, they're so small. But that night, when I spoke about it with Lusunia, she said that she didn't care about that at all. In fact, she said she envied me. She said they must be so much easier to maintain. Oh, I'm so happy right now. Thank you. I really owe you. And so believing again is complete. And with that, every Alchmoth quest is under our belt. Every single one that I want to take care of. Also, I feel like the way they talk about wing size is like an allegory to boob size. I mean, personally, I am not the grill. It's not something I really have to worry about. But from the grill friends that I've had in the past, you know, it's like the bigger they are, the more pain of a butt they are to like maintain and to deal with, and also the more back pain and stuff they cause. I don't know, maybe having giant wings on your head gives you back pain? I could see it maybe, or maybe like neck pain. Either way, we still have a couple quests to turn in. And so first off, we're gonna be with our boy Poka Poka. If you remember, we did have that one quest to grab a couple of the soya paste shells, which again, just, ooh mama. Connotations, not a big fan, gotta say.
Friends have done well. Poka Poka will go to Talonith right away and get him to cook it.
You know, I'd really be curious what the cooking process behind a paste shell would actually be.
Poka Poka cannot wait. Oh, tasty takeout in my tum-tum. Give me now while it's yum-yum. Gimme. Ah, delightfully delicious. It tastes succulent, savory, sweet, and scrumptious. And a bit weird. Poka Poka want more. Yay, happy! Riki, really happy!
Is he crying?
Ooh, Ryan! Don't look at Riki! Poka Poka has reward, but not food this time. Poka Poka does not want to share this special taste with you, commoner.
So for doing Tantalizing Treat, we get a Days Resist 4 gem. So, hey, could have been useful when we were doing Barbaric Citrus. Hey, look at that, another side quest that would have been useful like a half an hour ago. Yay! I'm crying. Either way though, final quest that we have to turn in before we are good and our goose is golden. Oh, I burped, and cooked and all that fun stuff. I don't even know what that means, do you? I sure don't. Okay, anyway. So if you remembered, we needed Ryan for this quest. This is the one with McCrish, and with trying to get Hoko to revert back to how he was cooking before we improved his life.
Hold on while Hoko make food. Ta-da! Hoko very happy to make food from old days. Hoko even feel like making smelly food is more fun.
Whatever you say, you're the boss.
Lately, Hoko make food that all customers like. That's how Hoko stay in business. But then Hoko not make food that Hoko want to make. Which way is right way? Which way is wrong way?
Beats me. I've got a clue. Could literally care less.
But friend look impatient, so I say friend just pick answer now. Hoko can't decide for himself.
Well, he does, you know, fit the bill for every other NPC. So this is a very important decision. Should Hoko continue making food that he likes to make, or should he stay in business, cook the food that his customers are asking for? Okay, so you're gonna make the smart business decision. Customer gets what customer wants.
Hoko will keep making food that customers enjoy eating. Hoko must get customers back before he changes his mind.
Oh God. Oh God, what have you done? Why have you forsaken me? We have to go back to McCrish now. Oh, Jesus Christ, have pity my soul. Okay, so we know where to find her. She's gonna be in this plaza area, right in front of the Juge. Oh God, why? Okay, we just gotta take a deep breath. It'll be okay. We'll break it to her nice and easy. Ryan, you got this.
Has Hoko gone back to his roots? Does his food taste as it does? Then I shall use my remaining strength to sample it once more.
Yep, it's done. Go enjoy yourself, lady.
Oh, it was all that I had hoped. However, Hoko told me he could never again make that taste. I so wish that we could turn back time to when he first arrived. A place for just me and my hero, Hoko. What's friend eat today? Same again, he would say.
Cheer up. I'm sure there's loads of places that serve rubbish food, lady. Oh, Ryan, serving them burns.
That reminds me, I heard you spoke to him on my behalf.
Yeah, kinda.
Thank you kindly. Your patience helped Toko have a change of heart. It was but one meal, but 'twas a meal to remember forever.
That a compliment?
If you hadn't shouted at him, would he have made me more? One cannot dwell on the past.
What are you getting at, lady?
You are strange, Hums, and an easy one to tease. I understand Hoko must do what he must do to survive as a chef. That is enough for me. I decided to cook food which suits my own tastes.
Thank you for your help, but I've got some recipes I want to try. Until we meet again, farewell. We did it, we survived! Oh, Jesus Lord almighty. So, for surviving the McCrish Showdown, we get a Brave Top. But more importantly, Ryan's impatient skill branch has been unlocked. Yeah, I think it was pretty obvious what Ryan's glaring character flaw is. He's a very impatient boy. We'll go over that skill branch in detail once we go over that alternate path. So if you want to see the other route, go ahead and do the thing. You know the thing. It's the thing we always do. My throat hurts. Ow, that was painful. Gotta say it. Okay, so, you know, you're saying Hoko should follow his heart, do what he wants to do, not necessarily bend to the will of the masses. Very acceptable, very acceptable.
I go a Spirit Gale to eat before it gets cold.
All right, will do. You know, I think maybe if it's not a sound business decision, at the very least, McCrish will be happy about it, so at least we'll appease the demon that lurks within Colony 6 for the time being. All right, so McCrish, let's get a good angle.
Has Hoko come back to his roots? Does his food taste as it used to? Then I shall use all my remaining strength to sample it once more.
Yep, it's done. Go enjoy yourself, lady. Woo.
It's delicious once again. Oh, you persuaded Hoko to cook to my tastes. He's wonderful, isn't he?
Well, that's that.
Even root-invited person can help people when they try.
Hey, say what you want, Fuzzball. You ain't gonna stop me feeling good.
Of course, I haven't forgotten about you as well. Thank you for everything. I have a gift for you. It's something I'm sure you'll love.
It's just a dead squirrel in a box. Hoko's leftovers from last night. Keep it, you nutter. You seem to be somewhat lacking in patience today.
I know just the remedy.
Today? I've been in a bad mood since I met you, lady. Ooh, it was like a implied triple Z snap right there. I hope you're happy now that you've got your Nopon slot back.
I appreciate how much attention you gave me. You are a kind man.
Oh, come on, lady. You're making me blush.
You fell for my joke. You are a funny one to fall for such low drivel. May our paths meet again in more pleasant circumstances. Goodbye.
Okay. I love the dialogue in this quest. It's so good. But for surviving the McCrish Showdown, we actually get a very unique gem, an HP Steel 2 gem that you'll never see in any other path. But more importantly, we unlock Ryan's Impatience skill branch. I will go ahead and go over that once we go over all the alternate paths. So, you know, you're more welcome to see that one, or if you just want to continue on. Yeah, that's pretty cool as well. But man, I love the dialogue in these quests. It's one of the best in this game, in my humble opinion. Ah, God, it's so good. Okay, so with McCrish underway, with Colony 6 honestly saved, like that was the biggest threat to the stability of the society, let's be real. Impatience, prioritizing counter attack rate, really interesting skill branch. So boosting Mad Taunt's effect on non-targeted enemies by 20%, it's pretty good. Haste the party when an enemy is defeated. This is so good. Increasing chance of a double attack. You want to talk about an OP skill to link to both Shulk and Dundun. Granting haste buff when an attack misses. And last but not least, filling talent gauge when damage is taken. Oh my god. Really, all these 4 skill branches are so good when linked with other people. I mean, obviously they benefit the person themselves, but I feel like each one is kind of geared to really complementing specific people. Otherwise, I don't know where I was going with that. I could technically do the skill tree for Riki. To unlock the 4th skill tree, I should say, but we're missing someone that I really need in order to do that and get all the unique dialogue, and also this quest video is going on like far too long. So for various reasons, we are going to hold off from doing that, and also Shulk's, because we could unlock his as well. What we are equipped to deal with, though, is talk with Rasha. Now, you may remember, way back, Rasha and Cherry were kind of butting heads with one another. Cherry specifically with Rasha, right? She wasn't the biggest fan, still isn't the biggest fan of her anti-pawn for reasons that we'll hopefully kind of explore and hopefully amend. Oh, I didn't know she had affinity with Tatty. That's pretty cool. Anyway, though.
Oh, what should I do?
Another grown-up woman, huh? You called Melia a child? I'll have you know, she is literally the oldest party member in this team. But no, she is indeed referring to Charla.
Do you mind if I talk to you about something?
Of course, if you think I can help.
Once I used to travel the world as a Nopon merchant. My sister Pawn and I ran our own little outfit. It was so enjoyable. Then, one night we were attacked as we set up camp by Earthsea. I was badly injured, and my sister Pawn lost her life.
How awful. Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that.
My sister Pawn was Cherry's mama Pawn. Since then, I've been taking care of Cherry, but she blames me for her mama Pawn's death.
Oh, Time is supposed to be a great healer. But maybe Cherry doesn't want to accept what happened that day. Even though she knows it was just an accident. I know better than anyone that it's hard to accept these things.
Perhaps you're right. But still, I wish it had been me that died that day.
Oh, no, Rasha, no, you can't think that way. Oh, Rasha, oh, survivor's guilt at its core. You can't think like that, Rasha.
But maybe...
Yes, here's an idea. Tell me, do you know what kind of monster attacked you?
It was near Ether Crystal Deposit at Earthsea. It's probably still there even now.
Maybe we could get rid of it. I know that won't change anything between you and Cherry, but you and Cherry need to find some way of getting over this. Her stubbornness has to stop sometime.
If you could beat that monster, it would be a great help.
And so we get Avenge a Mama Pawn's death. Now to do this, I think we do need the Secret Innovation quest done as a prerequisite that we did when we got that sparkling water over at the Sparkling Sea. So, hey, don't pay attention to us getting social butterfly again. I may or may not be recording this out of order. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. It's all good. It's kosher, if you will. Okay, so Earthsea. To get this, we've already discovered this location, but if we go over to Earth Crystal Deposit over here, which is by the Hovering Reef 6, which we'll get to, Hovering Reef 5, which we'll get to from the Seraph Lighthouse, I'll go ahead and meet you guys there. Okay, so yeah, you'll know you hit the bright spot when you see that gorgeous electric Ether Crystal Deposit, but more importantly, we do a little hop, a little skip, a little doobly-doo, and hopefully not die. Knowing my luck, I probably not will today. English. Nice. Cool. Oh my god, I can't believe Melia almost fucking died. Forgive. Okay, so over here, you'll notice that we got a little gang of hoods in one random alcove for whatever reason. But over here, Pillager Hode, all by his lonesome. You'll notice he has a really cool looking staff. I love that they put a little Ether Crystal Deposit type thing on the end of it, really to differentiate himself, because he isn't a unique monster. Like you would think he would be. But yeah, all things considered, he's just a normal level 35 enemy. Although, to be fair, if we had done this quest right when we were able to do it, I mean, he would have been a little more of a challenge. Thankfully, though, nothing that Shulk and Co. Aren't prepared to deal with. Okay. Guys, if you could finish him off, like, real quick, like, that would be fantastic. Awesome. Of course, I did overheat right when we defeated him. Yes, I think it gives me a chance to do this. Yeah, boy. Best part of playing as Charla. Let's be real, guys. Okay. So we get Hope Ponytail, but more importantly, we got the Cloth Shred. Please, for the love of God, does anybody give me a tasty item description? I really do feel like I was remembering there being a lot more really cool ones. So lame. So lame. Okay, well, let's go ahead. Let's go back and meet up with Rasha. We did it, Rasha. We avenged you guys.
You got rid of the monster! What saved me back then was my sister Pawn's sacrifice. She drew away the monster's attention. That allowed me to escape despite my injuries. But Cherry still feel I abandoned my sister Pawn that day. Oh, can I make one final request? It is about a piece of cloth that belonged to my sister Pawn. Can you give it to Cherry for me?
I mean, Rasha, normal circumstances, I would tell you no, it would mean a lot more if it was coming directly from you. But this is Xenoblade Chronicles, we're all wusses, so of course we will. And hey, you know what? Gives us a chance to go over to the Pollen Works and do my patented Pollen Orb Storehouse shortcut extravaganza. I love any chance to visit Cherry because it makes me have to do that, and I love it so much. It's so slick, it's so good. All right, so Cherry, we got something that you might find a little interesting. Let's get a good view of her. Yeah, that should be good. Yay! This is for you.
Keys of old cloth? What would I want with this?
You don't recognize it?
This pattern. I've seen it somewhere before. No, it's from my beloved Momapon's clothing. Where did friends get this?
We avenged your mother's death.
So my Antipon Rasha still regret what happened?
Actually, I already knew that. I know it wasn't Antipon's fault. It was fault of Monster. I will never forget beloved Mamapon. I will carry this piece of cloth with me always. Never forget. I will never forget those that were dear to me either. Oh, poor Charla.
Thank you. From now on, I want to patch things up with my Antipon.
Well, I hope you do. And I do like that. I mean, this is still another quest where it feels a little abrupt, but at the very least, it seems like one that's gonna it's still gonna come over time. It's not one that's gonna immediately heal, but she is gonna take steps to be better about her relationship. Also, we survived that fall. Wow. Talk about like a Xenoblade first. Let me tell you a thing or three. Okay. So, Rasha, I think you hang out over here. Yeah, oh, look at me with my knowledge. Here are my garage with the Lamborghinis.
Oh, fine.
We delivered it to her.
I see. How was she?
She said she doesn't blame you. She knows it was the monster. From now on, she wants to patch things up with you.
Me and Cherry? Patching things up?
I do hope I can be like a good Mamapon to her. You're all she's got, and she's all you've got, right?
That's right. I have always wallowed in self-pity about Sister Pon's death. Now, I want to put that energy into connecting with Cherry.
If you continue to believe in each other, then it'll turn out fine. I've always believed things would turn out okay. Maybe I was even relying on that idea a bit too much.
Thank you so much, my friends. I'll do my best.
And so we complete Avenge a Mamapon's death. I love this quest. To get a little bit more insight into Charla, we unlock her Reliance skill branch. Very nice. And very fitting too. Ooh, Melia, look at that. Learn more. Oh wait, nope, never mind. Forget. Don't disregard. We did not totally relearn Reflection again. We did learn the other skill branches. I'm a fraud. Reliance. Oh wait, hold on. Forgive, did not mean to exit out. Okay, so improves either defense is pretty good time. It will also go ahead, it'll improve block rate. So I feel like the block rate isn't the most best thing, but Ether up buff when an ally defeats an enemy by 20%, 30 seconds. Oh man, you wanna talk about a skill that just breaks Melia and Riki? Strength up and physical up when an ally is incapacitated by 50% no less. Like, boy, greatly increasing Ether, 75 points. Again, such a great skill tree to be linking up with Melia and Riki. Even the defense, I mean, that goes great with like Shulk and Ryan, Dundun, with everyone, really. It's a great tree. And Reliance too, it's very fitting. Charla always kind of relying a little too much on these like male figures in her life, whether it's Godot or her trying to find a replacement for him and Ryan. Really good stuff. I love the concept of the skill trees. I love how they each capitalize on each party member's character traits, you know, and I do like that you can kind of see these flaws within the cutscenes themselves. You don't need the game to spell it out for you, but I like that they acknowledge like specifically what each character's flaw is. Really just goes to show how rounded these characters are. But with all that, there's one last thing I do want to take care of. And that last thing, if we make our way back to Ose Tower, not to Oso Tower, we have a heart to heart here. I showed it off last episode, and it's about time we did it. Heart to heart in Ose Tower.
Dundun, Riki not like here. Riki go bare inside and outside.
Yes, it's bitterly cold.
No, Dundun not right. Riki means something different.
Well, what then? Tell me.
Oh, Riki's instinct tell him...
Oh no! Are you alright, Riki? You are looking a bit under the weather.
Oh, Riki going to die!
You're not going to die, Riki. I'll bring Charla and have her take a look at you.
Riki want to eat blobby soup!
I can't say I've heard of it. What is it exactly?
When Riki have cold, I can make special soup.
She had 50 vitamins to soup, and it looked like big blob. I see. Sounds delicious, Riki. A healthy, nutritious soup. Yeah, so Riki want Oka's soup. Fiora used to make soup. Whenever I need help and be rise, rain, and no time. What? Me? Make you soup? Riki need healthy. I'm possibly the worst cook on Bahanas, apart from mine, and it would take me a while to find all the ingredients. Riki, what? Why did they say soup so much? The soup. Perhaps you're right. I'll think it over, Riki. Still, no. Wow. Why do they say soup so many times? Actually, rather, why doesn't every cutscene say soup more? Honestly, that's the real question. Oh my god, I love this art so much. I'm crying. Riki want to try Hum Hum special soup. It's not anything special, Riki. It's very plain, in fact. It has no taste, no color. I spelled color wrong. Idiots, when you have no appetite, feels like a punishment.
That sound like blobby soup. It helps you get better from cold, but it tastes like Nopon nightmare. And Oka get angry when Riki not eat it all up.
Fiora's the same way with me. You just have to force it down.
Riki and Dundun say, oh yay! Riki like being like Dundun. Thank you, Dundun. Riki die happy, Nopon.
Riki? Riki, are you alright? Stay with me! Riki! Can't believe Riki is fucking dead. Oh my god. I love this side quest so much. But Riki, you had one job. You just had to end it off with one more soup. I just needed one more soup in my life. One more good Fiora soup. Anyway. Oh, okay. I'm gonna chill. I'm gonna take a break and just calm.
The ghosts come out to fight Riki. Oh, hereupon compel you away.
Who exactly are you ranting on at, Riki?
Dundun. Dundun must leave now. Not safe here.
I do sense something strange in the air. It's not right somehow. Maybe you are onto something. I am going to tell you a story, Riki, but first, a question. Do you know anything about the Minato expedition team?
Alphys tell Riki some information. Shulk was one of team members. Riki was very surprised.
And that's right. 14 years ago, the team set out to try and find the Minato. They found it here in these ruins, but only one of them came home. That was Shulk.
Shulk's Daddy Pun and Mummy Pun not come home?
No, they did not make it back. Perhaps the Minato rejected them. Or perhaps...
When Riki come here, Riki feel different. Riki sometime hear voice worried about Shulk.
Is that so? You've got an instinct for this. I didn't hear a thing.
Here is special place to Shulk. Riki remember that and not kapow ghosts.
And so, in his own way, we're getting a little window that, I mean, yes, Riki is definitely the comedic character, the comedic relief character, I should say.
but there's more going on with him that quite meets the eye, and in a sense he kind of has this feel for the supernatural. This isn't going to be the only time we see this, but God, it's so sad just to think of what happened here when the Monado was here, what happened to the expedition team, and just thinking about what did happen to Shulk's parents, and the fact that when Shulk was here, they were still thinking about him and worried for him. It's so sad.
That doesn't sound like the hero upon Riki I know.
Hero upon Riki Brave. Riki beat Dino Beast.
Riki, do you know anything about the Monado expedition team?
Alvis told Riki small bits about it. Shulk was one of them.
Riki not know before.
That's right. 14 years ago, the team set out to try and find the Monado. They found it here in these ruins, but only one of them came home. That was Shulk.
What about other team members?
They were found dead by the entrance to the ruins. I heard it from Dixon, who found Shulk at the time. The bodies had no external wounds, but they looked starved. Perhaps the Monado rejected them, or perhaps...
Oh, Riki, no! Ghosts are here! Oh, Riki wants to go home now!
Relax, Riki. There's nothing here. The ghosts are all in your mind. So, it's kind of interesting that this was kind of one of the halfway points where, you know, you lost a little bit of affinity, you gained a little bit of affinity, but in my eyes, this is kind of the worst path. But I love this heart-to-heart, because on one hand, you have, what is my opinion, like one of the funniest things, purely because they just say SOOUPP a lot, but on the other hand, you get some really, really interesting lore. The fact that maybe Shulk's parents' ghosts are still here, looking over him, even 14 years after that Monado expedition. Makes you really wonder what exactly took place here. But either way, if you want to see the other routes, do the thing, and if not, if you want to continue to the very end of the video, we can do that too. So with all that taken care of, that's everything I wanted to do, both side quest and exploration-wise. I wish I could have unlocked Shulk and Riki's 4 skill branches, but we're gonna be fine for the time being. We're not quite prepared to do that. So, anyway guys, that's gonna be it for the day. Thank you all so much for watching me play, because next episode, we're gonna be going to Sword Valley, seeing just what's going on with the Mechon, and hopefully getting some more answers, not only about Mumkar, but also with Fiora. See you guys then!
Don't be SOOUPP!